Well, hello again.
Hello.
We switched sides this time. How about that? How are we doing today?
Good, and you?
How was the ending of your week after the first session?
A little rocky.
A little rocky? Why was it a little rocky?
Start pinpointing things now.
Oh, because of the strengths and weaknesses?
Right.
Oh. Well, and that's the reason why we have these sessions, because it helps us work through those strengths and the weakness. Because sometimes your strengths can be weak, a weakness for you. Because some people can have a strength that is not a good strength for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why we're doing the strengths and weaknesses. So I always start with the ladies. So, Miss Roshandra,
Yes.
we're going to go right into it.
Okay.
Let's take the bad and then we'll go with the good. Let's start out with the complaints and we'll end it with the good note.
Okay.
Okay, so give me one of the weakness.
One of the weakness for me is he doesn't always listen.
Okay. Another weakness.
Another weakness for me would be, I guess it's really not disrespectful, but I take it as being disrespectful. His curfew.
Okay, curfew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and another disrespect. Excuse me. Another weakness.
That I have. Well, we both have a mean streak, and I think we use that against one another.
So both of y'all are stubborn.
Right. Very.
Okay, now, what is his strengths?
His strengths, he's very loving and affectionate. He's a good provider, and he's my best friend. We can communicate when things are good, and when things are bad, we have an issue with communication.
Okay, so I'm going to put communication on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So those are your three things, or you have some more?
Those are my three.
Okay. So these are Roshanda's. Okay. Jonathan, what are your weaknesses for Roshandra?
Stubborn.
Okay.
Don't listen.
Okay.
Doesn't follow directions and thinks she know everything.
Okay, and then strengths.
Good provider.
Uh-huh.
She got my back and through thick and thin.
Good supporter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she always had a good spirit, and I guess that would be the same. Spirit to lift you up.
Okay, good spirit.
And she cooked good.
Okay. This is what, and I wrote these down so that I will be, more attentive as well, even though I do remember well, but still I want to make sure I hit the right angles for you.
Okay.
So, to piggyback off of what both of you said, the weakness is, for Weta, is that he doesn't listen, his curfew, Jonathan, his curfew, and very stubborn. So, and the communication is borderline.
Right.
So he half listen and he half talk and he half don't.
Right.
Okay. Your weakness is stubborn, don't listen, and following directions. And he said you think you know it all.
True.
Now, did you listen to these weaknesses and how much they are alike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the strengths are very good. Roshandra, he's saying that you're a good provider. You support well, no matter what. You have a good spirit that you light up the day. And you're a good cook. And Jonathan, she said that you're very loving and affectionate. You're a good provider and you're her best friend. So, what we're going to do now is a role switch technique. Jonathan, you're going to be Roshandra. And Roshandra, you're going to be Jonathan. And I'm going to give you a scenario.
Okay.
The scenario is, it is Wednesday. It's been a long day for both of you. And you've had a long day at work. There's been a lot of traffic. Both of you are hungry, thinking one or the other has cooked. You have not communicated well at all that day.
Okay.
And you are coming home and you end up pulling up at the same time. Let's back up. Let's take it where, Roshandra, you are already at home.
Okay.
And Jonathan pulls up.
Okay.
But you have not been at home no more than maybe 5 minutes before he pulls up. Okay?
Okay.
So, I want you to take yourself out of who you are. Jonathan, you are now Roshandra. You're thinking like her, speaking like her, and acting like her. Roshandra, you're now Jonathan. You're thinking like him, acting like him, and you feel like him. Understand? Okay. Action. You're already home, just getting home. Jonathan comes in.
So I'm now Jonathan.
You're now Jonathan.
Okay.
You come into the door.
Okay. I walk through the door. Hey, baby. What's for dinner?
I just got home. I just came out the bathroom. Ooh, I can't sit down for a minute.
I
I'm
just
tired
asked the
too.
question.
I'm tired too. I've been working all day too.
So are you going to cook some or what?
I'm tired. I've been sitting at the desk all day. I'm tired. I've been working.
Well, I'm going to go over and just get something to eat then.
Do whatever you gonna do you?
Well, bye.
Could you tell the difference in how you reacted to each other? Now, let's take that back and let's see if we can communicate the same information better. So you're still Jonathan and you're still Roshandra.
Okay.
Okay, so replay. Ooh. And we're back and you're coming through the door.
Okay.
Action.
Hey, babe. What's for dinner?
I don't know yet. What you got a taste for?
What we have in the refrigerator? Something easy for you to cook.
Chicken, and chicken.
Sounds like a plan. Chicken it is. Would you like for me to help?
No, I got it.
Okay.
That works out a little better. And even if Roshandra did not want the chicken or wanted to cook, the best thing for Roshandra to have done to Jonathan is say, I know we have some food in here to cook, but I'm really tired. I've had a long day. Do you mind, or do we have the funds to where we can eat out today? and I'll make a meal tomorrow. I should get off earlier. And I got you one. You know, sometimes you make deals with each other because days are hard. You can't, it's not good when we bully each other into decisions. And when two people are stubborn, that means I'm trying to bully you and you trying to bully me. So we going to keep bullying each other. Somebody going to give. And if nobody give, I'm going to just do what I'm going to do. Because I heard the question, would do you? Sometimes doing you do without the other person.
Right.
So instead of coming at each other, then stop and say, well, when did you get home? So Jonathan could have said, well, how long have you been home? Well, I just pulled up. Oh, okay, well, I just pulled up too. So if you just pulling up and I'm just pulling up, then you done had a long day too. Because if he know that you usually get home before him, and maybe 3 or 4 hours before him, and he's thinking in his head, and this is where communication comes in. Because you have to learn how to communicate and say, baby, I just got home too. What can we do that's going to benefit both of us? If you do it together, then you won't feel like you're doing it by yourself.
Right.
If you communicate together, then you won't feel like you in the marriage by yourself. When you communicate through going at each other, that's aggravation. Nobody's getting anywhere. And the only thing you're going to get is upset. You're going to eat, but you're going to eat mad. Because both of you are probably thinking, because you did not communicate well with each other, well, he don't even care about the fact that I just got home, I'm tired too. But she don't even care about the fact I'm out here working and I'm tired too. But nobody know that if what? If it's not communicated. So if you see one or the other come in the house, how was your day? You had a long day? I had a long day too. I'm just getting in. Oh, I'm just getting in too. I said, I know. So it's one of those where I see you just getting in. But see, that person didn't see the other person get in.
Right.
They were already there. So if you communicate effectively, effective communication means you state the plan or the issue, you talk it out, and you come to a median solution that's a win-win for both. If it's a win-lose, it can't help you. If it's a lose-lose, it can't help you. It always needs to benefit both so that both people will come out happy. So, now we have our strengths. Loving and affectionate, good provider, best friend, good provider, good supporter, good spirit, cook good. Is it anything in the strengths that could take away from your weakness?
Something to think about.
Because to me, if both of y'all are saying you're good providers, that means you don't ever have to worry about what goes on in your home, and because your home will be taken care of. Financially, it's there. Even if it's not there, you will take care of home. If you're a good supporter and best friends, a person who supports is your friend. Your best friend will always support you, no matter what. So you're supposed to have each other back, front, side. You shouldn't count on anyone except for God and your spouse, because those are the only two that you need to support. And God put that person in your life to make sure that you can be supported by them.
Right.
Then, good spirit. Loving and affectionate. 1 Corinthians, verse 13, chapter 13. It explains to you what love is. Love is kind, patient, not quick to angry. You have patience with each other. You love each other unconditionally. You're gentle with each other. You're not a person that I'm just ready to just thrash you. You take your time, you understand, and you know and get to know how each other feel, believe, think. Because marriage is you finishing her sentence. You finishing his sentence. You knowing what he wants and he don't even have to tell you. You knowing she won't and she don't have to tell you. Because love means that friendship, you're supposed to be best friends. This is the person that you should always be able to go to and talk to for anything. Vice versa. He should be the person you go to and talk to about anything. Your best friends outside of the marriage, they're best friends outside of the marriage. Be careful of the advice that you receive from outside sources.
Right.
Because they're your friends.
Mm-hmm.
They're not your married friends.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to give you what they feel for you and not what they feel for y'all.
Right.
Christianity of a marriage, God, wife or husband, children, and everything else.
Right.
That is the line that God has provided to you. And that's the way that your marriage should always stand. Now, doing this role play, do you feel that this would be a better help for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should.
How can you tell me, or what can you tell me causes you to miscommunicate to each other?
Thinking that the person already knows how your day has already gone. You know, just assuming that, well, you should know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And what else?
I think.
The tone, how you deliver
Yeah.
what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good, both of you. And you're right. Thinking that somebody's reading your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you think somebody's reading your mind, your deliverance of the message that come out. Sometimes we don't think that our message, the way that we deliver it, is wrong because this is us. This is just how I deliver it. But if you deliver something and get the same outcome each time, then sometimes you have to look at the delivery of it. I've had to look at the delivery of how I speak to others, you know, my staff, people around, because even though I'm blunt and straightforward, somebody else may take that as being offensive.
Right.
So I had to learn how to deliver the still being blunt and up and truthful. I had to learn it to deliver it either with a more smile or smooth it down even more. And then I had to realize people don't read our minds. What we have up here is not what we're communicating out.
Mm-hmm.
So from this forward on, and your next assignment is you are going to switch roles at home of your duties, because it's only fair that each person know how each person feel in the duties at home as well. You can't switch jobs. You know, you can't go to his job and be him. They're not going to understand. And you can't go to her job and be her. So the only thing that we can do is switch out your roles at home, because home is where your life revolves. It don't revolve at the job.
Right.
It revolves when you walk through that threshold. So, we'll give it Thursday. Starting Thursday,
We're going to switch jobs.
you're switching jobs.
At the house.
At the house. And
So
that's
that
going to
means
last until I see you again next Wednesday. And there's no ifs, ands, and buts. And any complaints, no complaints, none of that. And what I want you to do also, in the switching of the roles, is write down how you feel doing that person's job in their duties.
Okay.
Write how it make you feel. And write if you like it or if you don't. Or if you have taken that role for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And that way we will be covering the in-house, the communication, and then I'm one of those that believe that you deal with the sex part of relationship last. Because if you don't have communication, if you don't have the problem solved, then your sex life will suffer because of that.
Right.
Because sex starts mental before it becomes physical. So we're going to switch roles and see how that helped us out. So that's helping us. What we're doing is we did the strength and weakness. That's to tell each other how we feel about the certain things that is being done. And I appreciate, and you should be very thankful. Neither one of you got offended. Now, did you not get offended because you already knew this about yourself?
I know how I am. I know I can be stubborn. I think one of the biggest problems is probably because we're both the babies of our family, so we're used to having things our way.
Okay, so y'all are spoiled by nature.
Right.
So both of you are used to getting what you want.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's why we're working on things, because that's the reason why he's going to become you in household duties, and you're going to become him, because when you're used to getting what you want and then you don't get what you want, you tend to react. So now we're going to give you his, and he's going to give you you taking hers.
Okay.
And then we're going to see how that work out. And then our next session comes, you're going to come with your information, how you felt about the positions that you were doing at the house, how did it make you feel, did you believe that it was harder than you thought, or did you take advantage of it, could y'all work more as a team to get everything done. Okay? And then after that session, we'll start going into the other dynamics of your marriage.
Okay.
But we're just trying to make sure communication and teamwork is being built first. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions for me?
No.
Not unless you want to come help me do some yard work.
No, that's a negative. I'll pay someone for my yard work. Oh, any other questions?
That's gotta do it then.
Well, hopefully this week it won't be rocky, because you know your strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
We're working on those. You got to work on these before you decide to walk down that aisle together, because these will become you for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, until death do you part. So if you so he said he do already. So if we can work on this, guess what? That's really, these are minor compared to a lot of problems. These can be fixed. And once we get these, we probably won't have to worry about the sex part, because that's just going to flow easy. Once we get these fixed, everything else flows nicely. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Next week, same day, same time. Just, y'all will be different people. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Now, you don't have to wear his clothes. Now, protect yourself.
Okay, I
while
was saying, I ain't wearing
just
clothes.
protect yourself while you're out in the sun.
Jesus.
Wear long sleeves. I can say that because that's what I see my yard man have on, so I'm just helping you out.
Okay.
But it was nice meeting you again, and I welcome you back.
All right. We'll see you next week.
We're doing good, hey. We made it 2 sessions.
That worked.
Thank you.